Guys, Ged Walters here. In this video, I'm going to answer a question which is probably something that you might ask yourself but never ask when you go for a fitting or other things. At what point do you want to change from an iron into a hybrid? So we've done a little bit of a test. So I've got here 4, 5, 6 iron, and I've hit these clubs at both full speed and then at a slower speed, probably an average iron swing speed for the general sort of weekend golfer, if you like, which is somewhere in the 70s. And let's have a little look at the data of what we've produced from hitting those shots. So first of all, if we have a little look at the full speed, so my normal swing with these irons, so starting with the 4 iron, my normal swing, my swing speed averaging out there over the 4 shots are a little under 92 miles an hour, ball speed 127, carry distance 192, spinning around about 4.8. And when we're looking at the spin numbers, you want the spin number to be in the thousands of what the number of club you're hitting. So if you've got a 4 iron, 4,000, 5 iron, 5,000, and so on and so forth. Moving on then, if I look at my 5 iron, I look at 5 iron there and I see speed at 91.3. So there's not even half a mile an hour difference there between the two. And if we look at it, fractionally better strike, fractionally more efficient on there, so 187 in the carry distance. But again, you know, we're looking at almost around about 10 yards per club. And if you've got that average of about 10 yards per club going through your bag, you know, you're going to be doing okay as you go through there. Then moving then into 6 iron, look at the 6 iron 177, so again that 10-yard gap in there, the carry distance, 92 miles an hour again on the club head speed. Now that's at my speed, so that's averaging out in the low 90s, 92 miles an hour. So what happens when the speed drops to angle of descent, spin numbers, launch angle, and ultimately your overall distance? So start with 4 iron. Well, 74.5 miles an hour. We've got just under 4,000 in the spin, so it's dropped a little bit. Our launch is down at 14 degrees, but more importantly, the ball's only going through the air at 120 yards. You know, look, 120 yards, that is a club there where you'd look at that. If you're swinging at that speed with that kind of launch, that's a club that you don't want in your bag at all. You don't even want to entertain the potential of having it, even if it looks really nice. And you know, you might not like the look of the hybrids. There's the option of the crossover, but a 4 iron with that kind of speed, that kind of launch is something that you really do want to stay away from. Moving then on to the difference when we're looking at our 5 iron. So the 5 iron average swing speed there from the shots that I hit was 77. So, you know, 2.5 maybe miles an hour difference there. The ball speed was only a few miles an hour different from 98 to 102, 131 yards. So there's 5 iron going 11 yards further than 4 iron. And then we look at 6 iron. And the reason 5 iron would become borderline is because when we look at 6 iron, it's travelling 6 yards further through the air. So I've hit 6 iron 137 against 5 iron 131 off an identical speed. 5 iron was 77.2 miles an hour, 6 iron was 77.1 miles an hour across the 4. Spin rate of 5,000, and again, there's a couple there which are fraction lower from miss hits, a couple at normal there. Launch angle 18.2, so launching off the same speed, 2 degrees better, carrying it that 6 yards further. I would be thinking at that kind of swing speed, 6 iron is probably the longest iron you really want to carry. As always, guys, thanks for watching. Make sure you check out all the other videos on Golf Monty's website, all there to help your game and make your enjoyment much, much better. And we'll look forward to seeing you next time.